Welcome! It's a great day to be a miner because we got some new hardware, baby, and we bought this one so you don't have to. We're gonna get this thing set up, go over the specs, the features, and all that fun jazz. But first, let's spin that intro. Alright, so here we are again. We got some new hardware, probably wasted a little bit more money, but we're going to open this thing up. We're going to check it out, and we're going to go over all the fun details on it. So without further ado, you know what time it is, baby? RGB knife? Yeah. So literally, I already unboxed it. But it does have a piece of tape on the back, so we'll cut that one whole piece of tape. This is how it came in the box. Overseas, of course. But we're going to open this thing up. This is the Lucky Miner DG07. I've had the Lucky Miner LV06, the 07, the 08. That's the, but this one is the DG. So it is specifically a Doge mini miner, a solo miner on Doge. RPM highlighted this guy. And before he ever did the follow-up video, my thumb or finger jumped on the mouse and ordered one for way cheaper than the Dragon.io was selling those. But we'll open this up and we'll talk about it first, and then we'll tell you whether or not you should buy it. So without further ado, let's open this box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Let's see what's actually in this box. So first and foremost, it does come packaged very nicely. This is the exact same box that the Lucky Miner LV07 comes in. This guy, it comes in the same exact box. It's like the same packaging and everything. This is a SHA-256 Bitcoin miner. This is a Dogecoin miner. Quick disclaimer, I paid for this with my own hard-earned crypto. This is not a paid sponsorship. For the opinions in this video are that of my own. So yeah, that means if it sucks, I can tell you it's terrible because I paid for it. Yeah, that's right. I paid for it myself. Let's open this thing up. So it is very nicely packaged. They have a nice setup on this thing. There you go. There's your instruction manual laying right on the top. You got your nice orange and white box. Open, pull the little foam away. You've got your main unit here, and then you've got your power supply. That's it. That's all there is into this. So let's get some better light on it, take a look at it, and we're gonna set it up and get it mining, and then of course go over the specs and the features. So first, what is this? What is this exact miner? Of course, it's an ASIC, an application-specific integrated circuit. That means it mines one specific algorithm, and it usually does it way more efficient than, say, a GPU or a CPU could do. And that's the whole gist of an ASIC, is that it is specific to one algorithm, and it just mines that one algorithm, and it hashes away. Somebody will clean it up. Okay, so it's a sleek design. It really is a nice design, but again, it's just a repurposed design. This is the exact everything that the LV07 has, except instead of blue, they used orange to specify that it is the Doge variant. So what does this mine then? It mines on the Scrypt algorithm, because as we know, Doge is not a main mined coin, it is a merge mined coin. That means you mine the Litecoin to get the Doge. You also can get other merge mine rewards, but since this is such a small device, you're really gonna solo mine, and that's what we're gonna set it up. We're gonna use Lucky Pool, which we've used on some of our other Lucky Monster Pool rather. Why not? Lucky Monster, Lucky Miner, just meshes, right? So let's go over the specs on this thing. It is supposed to use 11 watts, is the advertised power usage. It just has this tiny little brick. This is a 12 volt 5 amp. So this is up to 60 watts, which is a lot of power. See right there, 12 volt 5 amp, which is a lot of power for something that's only supposed to use 11, but I guess you would rather have more headroom than not enough. The unit itself, it's, again, you do have metal sides, plastic wrapped. The only inputs on this entire device are right here for your power on the back, You have a little miniature screen here to give you the outputs. It's probably the same exact screen that's on my LV06, and of course it's definitely the same one that's on the LV07. It comes with the instruction manual, our standard plug that's the same as any kind of other power supply. The plugs in this is a US plug. So yeah, that's what it is. Let's without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing set up and see how it actually works. All right, so physical setup. This is the easiest physical setup. This is just the standard, same as a Bitaxe, same as any other generic Wi-Fi miner, because it doesn't actually plug directly into the internet. So we end up connecting it to the Wi-Fi to get it mining. There's your power block, plug in. We'll plug this into the meter. That way we actually get the actual usage at the wall, and then we will plug it into the device. Okay, we went ahead and plugged it in. Now, pro tip, before you ever go to connect to set this thing up, here's how I do all of these Wi-Fi devices. I go ahead and email myself the pool, the port, and the wallet address that I'm going to mine to. I copied onto the clipboard of whatever device that I'm going to use to connect to it, whether it be a phone, tablet, laptop, whatever will connect to a Wi-Fi network. I'll go ahead and already have it copied to the clipboard. That way, when I go to set it up and plug this in, easy, and then we are already breezed past that additional step. So now, we've got it plugged in. The screen says no AP found. It's trying to connect to the SSID, the Wi-Fi network that it was initially configured as. And so then it says the configuration SSID is Lucky underscore, and then it's got some numbers, and that may vary depending on the model or the one that you actually get. So next, we're going to take our phone or our mobile device that'll connect to a Wi-Fi. We're going to search for that Wi-Fi network, and we're going to connect to it with our phone. Welcome, Future Altered with an altered future. So yeah, we went through the pains of audio error. We lost a whole bunch of audio. We lost the whole second half of this video. But yeah, well, let's recap what happened, what this product is, how much we paid for it, all those fun things. So first and foremost, let's talk about the setup. The setup on this thing was really simple. Pretty much like any other Bitaxe or any kind of Lucky Miner, most solo miners, they all kind of set up the same. You basically hook up your device to the physical, you connect a mobile device or a phone or a laptop to the wireless network that's being transmitted from the device. You go into the device, you connect it to your wireless network, your Wi-Fi SSID, put in your password, you set up your pool, what port you're gonna mine to, and that's about it. You save your settings and wham bam, thank you ma'am, the thing is up and running. You reboots and it gets going. If you need more in-depth setup knowledge, check out my in-depth setup video for one of the Bitaxes. It's all pretty much the same on a lot of these, very similar firmware. So yeah, it's set up and mining, it is hashing away. It's showing 12.69 mega hash, and that's pretty consistent around 12.5 mega hash. It's using a whopping 11.7 watts at the wall, so the device is actually using less than that. That's after a little bit of inefficiency lost in the power supply. So yeah, it's up and mining. Setup was a breeze. It was cake. So now let's talk about how much. How much did I pay for this guy right here? I paid $130 for this. And I picked it up at AliExpress. So now, what about you? Where would you buy this, or how much would you pay? So first and foremost, AliExpress now and many other sites are gonna get hit with tariffs. So that's something to keep in mind. They will specify right in the, when you go to add it from like a Temu, AliExpress, any of those kind of sites, that there may be additional duties. So that's something to keep in mind, because if you already, if you paid $130, maybe you got to pay a little bit more. Just keep that in mind whenever purchasing. A lot of the times they will now bake that additional cost into it, and you won't have to pay it, especially on a smaller item. But just something to keep in mind. So where else could you buy it? You could definitely pick this up from Amazon, and they do have them again for around $130, $135. Don't buy it from a place like Dragon.io that's going to charge $180 plus for those. Don't pay a lot of money. So now on the count of money, How much will this thing make you, this device? Probably nothing. But there's a chance. There's a chance that if you're solo mining, you'll hit a block and someday you'll make a lot more than your initial investment, and then it was worth it, right? But the likelihood is that this thing will probably never earn you anything. So then, if this device is never going to earn you anything, who is this for? Well, it's for people like me, like many of you with a slight bit of expendable income that loves the technology, that loves mining, that loves the blockchain. And look how sleek this thing is. Like, these are the kind of devices that you set up, you put it on your coffee table, people come in, your friends or family, and they go, what is that? Tell me about that right now. Stop what you're doing. I want to know what that is and where I can get one. And so yeah, that is the greatness with small devices like this, the Bitaxe, and another, you know, those little mini small home miners that are affordable and fun. They're a way to get into the network, and yeah. So would I recommend buying one of these? Again, it depends on your financial situation, but if you don't have a Bitaxe and you want to get into the network, buy Bitaxe. Get it, at least push your chips in on Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, of trying to hit one of those blocks. The chances with this small of a hash rate, I mean, it's itty bitty, 12.5 mega hash. That's a small amount of hash rate, is really, really low. Now, you already have Bitaxe, you want to get into Scrypt, you want to try to hit a block for on the Scrypt network, by all means, buy one of these, get it set up, let it run, set it, forget it, let it go. It's a fun device. It really is a fun device, and it'll go in with my collection, and we'll just let it mine until the wheels fall off on this thing. These things are low maintenance. Unlike a Bitaxe where you go in and you tinker and you overclock and you play with all those, these are more of a, you set it up, you let it roll, and you hope that someday you get an alert that you hit a block. Do you think this is a waste of money? Do you think it's a worthwhile investment? Do you think it's fun? Do you think it's just junk and you should avoid at all costs? What about you? What are you mining with? Do you have any other cool solo miners that you're just hashing away? I love the Bitaxe because of the customizations that we can do, the overclocking, all the different 3D prints and all the ideas that people are coming out with. So yeah, love this device. Love the Bitaxe way more. Tell me your thoughts down below. I think that about wraps it up for today. If you're new to mining, you need some help, make sure to join the Misfit Mining Discord. Always plenty of seasoned vets in there willing to help you out. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for future content. Thanks for coming along and enjoy the ride.